Guys, welcome in. Everything Disney Family coming at you. I'm Dave with Everything Disney Family. We welcome you guys aboard to Disney's Port Orleans Resort here at Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida. We're bringing you guys along today. We're going to check out the resort, different offerings, the pools, do a full review of this resort, the different food eateries, offerings, the different bars, check out the bus stops. We're going to kind of deep dive into a little bit of everything. I'm inviting you guys to come along with us and check it all out. And as your doors open here to Port Orleans, we're going to find ourselves in the atrium. And then you want to come in and come up to the right hand side to the registration area. This is where you're going to be checking in when you first arrive on your vacation. And you'll be greeted by a bunch of different hostesses and employees. They'll welcome you in, check you guys in, and get you guys settled with a room. Haven't dropped enough money yet on your Disney trip? You could drop even more money right here, guys, at the general store. We're gonna bring you guys in. Bunch of Halloween merch right now, and they're probably getting ready to switch all this over to Christmas merch. But this is like the Emporium, but right here in your resort, guys. That wallet's gonna be really light as you guys are headed home, because I was in here, I was buying stuff. I got some bagels the other morning. I found some pins. I got some mystery pins. I thought these were pretty cool too. This Huey, Dewey, and Louie here pulling on these ropes. But if you want your fun merch that you can get right in the parks, you can get it right here, guys. What more could you ask for than to get yourself a Woody and Bo Peep Loungefly bag before you go to the parks? You'd be all set up for success. Not really hankering merch, but you guys want to pick me up? They have that too here. They have medicines, they have different beverages, they have sunscreens and shoes, and even different types of games and novelties, and even stuff for the adulters. I even see that there's a like a little wine cellar. You guys could come in and grab that. But definitely a must check out when you guys are here. Forky, I'm not trash. Now you want to take a break, get a beverage, a small appetizer, if you will, right here. The River Roost, right at Riverside. They got a full menu right here. Talks all about Port Orleans. Has a vast menu of wine and beers and adult beverages. And we ate here the other night for dinner, and we got a different, like a little sample. We got some wings, like a little sampler, some mac and cheese bites. We got some spinach and artichoke dip. They're like small appetizer plates, but they're shareable plates, and they're really good. And it's a full bar in there, and they have small plates. So this is not part of the boat rides. This is totally opposite, kind of adjacent, next to. But yes, a lot of options for food. If you guys are hungry, you definitely want to check out the Riverside Mill here at Riverside. We're gonna go inside and we're gonna see what kind of food offerings they have. So I'm not going to go in the lines and show you the food. I'll show you guys the menus, and you guys can feel free to pause at any time. I don't want people who are ordering their food, I want to be respectful to them, and I don't want to be all up in their food filming and everything. But I'll just show you guys some of the menus that they have here. They kind of rotate, so feel, like I said, pause it. Feel free to take a look at anything. And you see some of the different food offerings that they have. And they have many of these different locations that offer different foods, so like different sections, as you will. And again, I'll try to get it so it's not blurry here for you guys, and you can see some of the different offerings that they have. Hi, how are you? I'm just showing the menu. Okay. they did just drop a fresh tray of pizza right here. Look at that. And there's another off over here to the side, another eatery with different food options. And then there's changes to the morning time to have Mickey waffles, scrambled eggs, and bacon, and omelets, different things of that nature. They have a breakfast bagel that's really good that we got to eat a bowl, got to share the other day. So some of the different offerings here. Jambalaya, gumbo, impossible meatloaf, and then you can take note of the kids menu that's over here for ages 9 and under. You want to quench your thirst? They got a spot for that too. You got everything from here, from juices, sodas, milk, water, salads, wines, beers, oranges, yogurts, and even Uncrustables. Your kid's a really picky eater. What kid doesn't love a good Uncrustable? Now, if you guys don't like the traditional walk up, buffet type, where you grab a tray and you order from window, you guys want to sit down and be waited on, they have a spot for you here too at Boat Rides. This is, you can look up the menu online, pull it up. You have menus here, or you can go on the Disney app and go to Boat Rides, find it, look up another menu. A lot of seafood, not really my cup of tea, but it could be your cup of tea. So I would check it out, pull up the menu, and you can make a reservation, come in. Last night this place was bustling. It was bustling, busy, and there was a line out the door. So it must be really, really good food. So take that into consideration. I'm not going to go in and show the restaurant. There are people currently sitting down, dining and eating. I don't want to put a camera right up in their faces and while they're trying to dine and enjoy their food. But another option. So at this resort, they have 5 different pools. They have one main pool, which we're going to check out in just a second. But they have these 4 smaller pools that are kind of surrounded around all the different lodges on the outskirts, and the bigger pools at the hub, the center of the resort. But let's check out one of these smaller individual pools that are going to kind of offer you, not shelter, what's the right word for this? More of an intimate setting or lesser people than the main pools. The main pool has the big bar and it has different things like that. So we're just gonna check in here. As you can see, this pool is more tame, relaxed, not so many people. And this is where you're gonna catch a break from your day from the parks and different things like that. And so definitely want to keep that in mind when you're booking. And maybe, it doesn't have all the amenities that the main pool does offer, like the hot tub, the bar, the restrooms, different things of that nature, but it is more quiet and it's more tame. So keep that in mind. You guys want to do some campfire, do some s'mores? You can also do that right here at Orleans Riverside, held nightly from 6 to 7 p.m. as you guys can read by the sign. You can get your sticks, get your marshmallows, get your s'mores stuff, and then you come on right in here to this lobby, or this little foyer atrium, but this little area here, pop a squat on one of these seats and roast your marshmallows, have a little sweet treat at night as the sun's starting to set. Adjacent to the campfires, you're gonna find Old Man Island Playground. The Old Man Island Playground, just a little area for the young tykes and for the little kiddos. You guys want to unwind. The bar is right across the way. The main pool is right across the way. I'll let your kids get out some of that pent-up energy that they have and let them come over here and play. This is a very larger playground for a Disney property. I've seen them a lot smaller. It's very vast, very large. Definitely can burn out some energy here. When Lauren was a lot younger, she would have tore this playground up. We find ourselves here at the main pool, and you saw the size of the pool earlier in the video, one of the smaller pools. This is the bigger pool here. This has the slide, this has the hot tubs, this has a splash pad for the little kids, the little toddlers, and you can see some folks coming down the slide right now having some fun. It's a cooler day here, but it is very relaxing. to get out. You can see, I'm gonna pan out here. You all can see all the different things that they got going on. Different waterfalls into the background. This really, really cool slide is right here that no one is even on. So I think this is a benefit of staying here. I mean, it's just, the water is flowing, the sun's out, having a nice time, and you wind around, go under the dock, and you jump out into the main pool here. Lots of area for people to sit, to relax, pull up a chair. The kids can swim. You guys just landed from a long travel day. You can, jump in and cool off, relax, and unwind. Now, sticking with the main pool area, you got this nice bar right here, a full bar that has a variety. You can see up here a variety of different beers, different alcoholic beverages, things for the adults, and even stuff for the kiddos. They have a menu. You guys want to get something small to eat. They don't have a huge menu of things, but they have different food options. You guys want something small while you're at the pool. The kids want a water, a soda pop. They might have like a hot dog or something like that. You can see they got chips here. I think I'm gonna give myself a cold beverage, an adult beverage. Just why not? And then, if you guys are a sports fan, you can come sit at the bar up here. And they got the games on all the time. Last night I was watching the Detroit Lions versus the Tampa Bay game right on this very TV, and I ordered myself a nice beverage. So take that into consideration when you guys are staying here. You can sit outside at the bar, have a drink. The kids are at the pool. There's no better way to relax and unwind. You guys feel like fishing while you're on vacation? Want to take a break from the crowds, the park, the heat, and you want to do some fishing? You can do that right here at Port Orleans Riverside, guys. Right here at the fishing hole. And this is operational in the morning time. And I'm going to zoom in on this sign here. Feel free to pause, guys, at any time. It tells you the hours, the going rates. You can rent a fishing pole by the half hour, by the hour. Includes your pole, your bait, your dock time, and you can go right off this way down to the dock and fish and catch some fish on your vacation. And then I'm gonna zoom in here. I can't get over this area right now, but you can kind of see the type of fish that you can catch right here. That's very bad. Now, keeping with Port Orleans Riverside, there are many different modes of transportation. One of them, being the buses, are very, very nice, reliable transportation and get you to and from the parks in a timely manner. You want to open up the app, and while you're in the app, go down, find your resort, and click on your resort, and then go under bus times or bus schedules. There'll be a little time that says bus pickup time. Check that. It'll tell you what time the buses will be arriving at the resorts to pick you guys up, to take you to the parks. And then, because we're at such a larger location here at Port Orleans Riverside, there are numerous bus stops, not just one. So, for example, Port Orleans French Quarter, there is one bus stop. You just heard the bus pull away just now. There's this one bus stop at Port Orleans French Quarter, and that's right at the main lobby, or adjacent to the lobby. If you're coming out the doors, the right-hand side. If you're pulling up, the left-hand side. But being that we're at Riverside, there are 4 different stops. Yeah, that's right, 4 different stops along, because the resort is so immersive and so vast. They offer different stops, so not everybody has to come all the way from the back end of the resort all the way to the lobby. So we are sitting right outside here, the West. And you can see the sign right here, the West. So there's a little corral location. You can wait, benches, soda, water, trash cans, and stuff like that. So we're actually, because we're in the West, this is called the Alligator Bayou area, or the rooms that we are currently staying in. But this is the West Depot, the West bus stop pickup. The other locations would be the North bus stop and the East bus stop. And then it also goes to the main lobby, and that one is called the South. I don't know why the South one isn't called Main. It's just called the South because it's at the most southern end of this resort. So very informative. Make sure you check your bus schedule, check your times on the app, go to resort, and you can filter through the different times, and you can even filter through to the west, the south, the east, and the north, and it'll tell you those exact times. So for example, the west picks up first. We learned that, very valuable information. This is the first of the 4 stops. So once we get to the 4th stop, so for example, we get picked up here first. By the time we get to that 4th stop, the bus could very well be shoulder to shoulder, crammed in and tightly packed, because you're stopping at 4 total stops, because this resort is very vast and immersive. So do your homework. A lot of resorts do this. Caribbean Beach is another one. It has multiple stops and it's a bigger resort. So do your homework. Moderate resorts, and then we're going to show you guys inside the room and everything like that, but just wanted to touch base about the buses. And at each one of these bus stops, you can find these very informative screens that will tell you when the buses were picking up. Obviously you can see the current time is 4:52 p.m. as the temperature, and it'll tell you, for example, if we wanted to go to Epcot right here, the next bus will be here at 4:51. That's probably the bus that just pulled up. And then Hollywood Studios will tell you the next bus time. Very informative, kind of keep you in a timely manner, and so there's other modes of transportation. Obviously, you can see right over here, you can use the watercraft at Disney Springs, plus there's a bus. And then if you're staying at other resorts such as Pop Century or Caribbean Beach or Riviera, then you have the Skyliner. You also have the options for minivans, kind of like Uber. We go under the Uber app and there's a minivan, and a regular Lyft or an Uber as well. And then if you were staying on the monorail loop, you have the monorails as well. They will take you between the Contemporary Resort, the Polynesian, the Grand Floridian, and then up to the Magic Kingdom. And then you can also do a transfer and get onto the Epcot monorail, which is a whole separate topic. So if you guys have any questions or concerns, drop them down below and I'll answer anything you guys got. So here at Orleans Riverside, they have what they call these lodges. It's not all one big resort, kind of like the Contemporary. These are all like separate individual, as you can see by the sign, lodges that are, and I'll show you for an example. So this is just one lodge here. This is lodge number 34. And there's all these separate individual buildings, and you can see 34. It's still way off into the distance. That's still 34. And then if we look over here to the right, this is 33. So you have to imagine all these different types of buildings have to fit onto this property. So it is very, very large. And then I do have a map. If you guys want to pause it or zoom in, you can. But see, here's 34 right here in the center of your screen. So you can see how many of these different, as what they call them, lodges that there are. So take that into consideration before booking at this very vast resort, this very large resort. You're going to be doing a lot of walking. You're definitely going to be getting your steps in. And then something else I'd like for you to take into consideration at these individual lodges. All your rooms are going to be facing out like this. You're not going to be in like a lobby type setting. So everyone will have access to your door, to your windows. You're going to get that at a lot of the moderate resorts, a lot of the value resorts, or that's a little downside to not staying at the deluxe resorts where you're sheltered, you're in a building. And then also at these lodges, another very important thing, because we are on the 2nd floor, there is no elevator to this lodge. This is your only mode to get up to your room, are these stairs, which I'm walking up right now. So we had 2 carry-on bags, backpacks, and 2 check bags. We had to haul them up the stairs and to our room. So there was no advantage of elevators. There's not elevators at every building. Select lodges have elevators, but you never know until you're going to get there. So do your homework, ask your questions, ring the front desk, call down. If you're going to stay here, request a lodge that has an elevator so you guys can get up to the 2nd floor if you're staying on the 2nd floor. All right, guys, we're right outside of our room. We're about to take you guys in, do a little room tour. We're sitting right outside the balcony here at Orleans Riverside. We got a woods view. It is very rustic, very natural. We saw a lot of little critters and stuff like that on our way here. But this is where we are. Let's go and see what kind of offerings the room has as we walk in. And we are just checking in, so our stuff is still out, but we got a little welcome beer for sure. It looks like Tron is on it. And then let me pan out over here. So this is a 2-queen sleeper. Well, the room is classified as a fifth. It has a 5th sleeper, and I'll show you guys that in just a second. But a little Mickey welcoming us to the room. And so there's lights on either side right here to control the switches to the right or to the left. Obviously your phone. And this little device, I haven't really used these too much, but I hear they're pretty interactive. They can play songs and be informational and tell you things about the resort and a bunch of different things of that nature. And then as far as, oh, and it's all kind of themed like, what is it, like the Bayou kind of theme, huh?
Princess in the Frog.
Is it Prince? Yeah. So as you can tell by the art decor here. And then I did tell you guys, this is a 5th sleeper option. And so here, fragile, or is it fragile?
I like that.
And I think that's pretty cool. Pull that down. Oh, definitely Princess and the Frog. Look at that. What's his name, hon?
Louis?
Louis. Is
Right.
it Louise or Louis?
I don't know. I think it's Louis.
I'm not sure. I think we're right. But what are the 2 little frogs' names that are laying on top of Louis? And the Firefly has a name too. I don't know his name either. Put that in the comments. You guys know his name?
Oh, this is nice. There's more plugs up here too.
Oh yeah. To plug in all of your...
Also, room under the beds for suitcases.
Definitely where our suitcases are going to be going. Have you guys seen this in a video before? A tour of under the beds. You weren't thinking you were going to get that today, did you? All right, we got a little station over here for your coffee. This will be where I will be hanging out. Coffee cups and an ice bucket and a fridge. Anything in it? I was hoping they were going to have it full of beers for me. Nothing but a nice fridge, a little storage area up here, a little to hang your coat. Let's take a look at this curtain. That's pretty sweet. Look at that.
Little frogs.
Aww, that's pretty cool. Bah! There I am. Hello, everybody. Oh, my tag's sticking out here. Let me fix that. But yeah, your normal bathroom here. You got a little vanity mirror that comes off from the wall here. Your mirror, Jack and Jane, or his and hers, sinks. So you guys can wash your hands separately, brush your teeth, do your things. You got an ironing board off into the corner. Extra pillow and blanket for that person on that 5th sleeper. You got an iron and a little safe. Pretty traditional room. Plenty of TP at your disposal, hair dryer, and not too spacious in the restroom, but theming is very accurate, as you can tell. Have the restroom, or the throne, if you will, and the shampoos and conditioners. Kind of a traditional shower bath area here. I do like the wood look inside the shower though. I think that's pretty sweet. You don't see that everywhere. And that's pretty much all the room. Thanks for checking out the room with us. I don't know where to look now, but I'm looking somewhere. But yeah, pretty sweet. Let's go see what else is going on. There are so many different offerings at this resort. It is very, very big. There's a lot to unpack here. You've seen so much already in this video. There's still so much more to see, so much that we haven't even talked about. You can rent bikes here. You can rent these like little trolley looking things that the whole family can get on. They have boats to Disney Springs, and they're right over down here. There's boats right here. And look at this, coming in hot. Another horse and carriage, a different horse, a different carriage. There is so much to see and to do here. And like I said, we've only touched the surface of it all. So make sure you guys check out this resort. It's a must-do, but it's big. Guys, here's a treat about staying here at Riverside. Your own personal horse and carriage buggy, if you will.
Oh, maybe we can.